Oh my goodness. Yous are gonna laugh. Replay gang. Hi, Chili. Thank you for being here, boo. Um, yeah, you're solo dolo. I'm pretty fucking sure of it. So, but anyway, all is well. Like, I'm not forcing anything. Um, I have not been outside all day. And yesterday it was 90 and hot as fuck. I did come outside, like, to grab a package, but it was raining, so of course it was cooled off, and I waited to the last minute, and I had a tank top on. Oh, no, honey, we had to go put our thermal freaking shirt on. My god. Hi, Mandy. Hi. Oh my god, thinking what did I miss? Dude, that's like the fourth time. I know. And you know what? How sucky too, because I could make my own 3-minute intro and could have saved all of that. I just had to find my thermal, hit the button, find you know what I'm saying? Like, it was terrible. It was terrible. But it was only like a minute, right? So, or a minute and a half, possibly. Sorry, I had to cough. Sorry for the pause, guys. So yeah, I really I need to talk about some things. Um, I only know 2% of anything that was said, right? But like, there's things that I need to fucking address. But I don't know that a live stream is the right place. And again, it was just like, yes, you have your live already scheduled. Let's just knock this shit out the bag. And I certainly wasn't going to cancel it. Like, it's not that serious because I can come on here and talk to you about fucking anything, right? Like, we could sit here for 2 hours talking about whatever the fuck we're going to talk about. But I decided, instead of putting like any pressure on myself or feeling like, oh, let me cancel the stream because maybe I don't want to, like, no, we're just going to talk about what the fuck we're going to talk about. Oh, and Mandy, I did see that you were sending links, but I was too busy pressing the 30-second timer and trying to find my thermal. I literally walked out the door at like 7:58, and not dad in the background like, oh yeah, I was just wondering if you were going to do that because you're late. I am not late, sir. It is 7:58. I walk out here and I bet you it's 60 degrees. It's almost fucking chilly outside. Like, how did that even happen? Like, isn't there a live stream happening right now? How is there 21 people in here? You know what it is? It's 21 people who are just the silent supporters. And I think you silent supporters, you Bush watchers, you're watching all the things. And I think you want to hear what I have to say. And maybe that, right? Like 24 people, 25 being in here when there's a whole live stream happening. So you know where most people are. I think that's what that is. I think that is, the silent supporters, the people who won't chat anywhere or won't comment under anything of mine right now because the hate is so bad. I will say I'm so grateful that I'm just in a different place in life. And I don't mean location wise, it's not the move. Um, the last year and a half, I just don't give a lot of time and effort to bull crap, I just don't. Especially in the last 6 fucking months. Like, I just in the last 3 months where it's been, 87 hours of streaming and or making videos, and I did. I talked about it one time. I talked about it for an hour. That was a long video. I think I had talked for about an hour and 20 some minutes, and got it down to a little over an hour. And I really thought, I really did think that, like, that would be all I'd have to say. But we all know the YouTube gods love me just as much as Jesus himself favors your girl. And I do see things that I am supposed to see. And the 2% that I do know about anything that has been said needs to be addressed. I can sit here and say I can make a video about this person, we could stream about this one, and this one. I'll make a couple shorts to address those bitches. I could do all that. I don't care to do all that. I care about the lies. I care about things that are terrible. They're to be accused of doing or being certain things. It's terrible. Slanderous. It's like, God damn, how much can you absolutely fucking hate a stranger online that you would actually say this shit out of your mouth? Not once, not twice, multiple times, all the fucking time. I want to talk about all of it. I want to talk about every fucking thing that I know. But I don't need to talk about those things. What I need to talk about is, what I do and will address. I've said it for a really long time. People are going to talk. They're going to say what they want to say. They're going to do what they want to do. And there's nothing that I can, do to stop them. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can say or do that is going to stop these people. I could definitely visit the courthouse should this continue to just get worse and worse. But then I'd actually have to pay attention to it. I deleted my search history. I blocked people like a grown up, right? I hid people from my channel like a grown up does. I did that grown up shit because I had for a few days there I had like inundated myself with looking, with seeing things, right? And I made myself sick. I made myself absolutely sick. And it all started with, Tyra, you need to address these things. And then I was going to do the live stream. And then I was so worked up and I was so anxious, thinking about all the things that I had to say. And, oh, were these people going to come to my panel? Why would they come to my panel? Why would I want to have a conversation with them? Like, there's a million whys to that. It was a bad idea. And my body told me that's a bad idea. I don't need a conversation with any of them bitches. Not today, not tomorrow, not a year from now. I don't need nothing I just want them to leave me the fuck alone. That's all I want. That's all I care about. That's truly all I care about. It's been 3 months. I've made one video, not a single short, and maybe 10 to 15 subliminal community posts. And again, like I said earlier, like 87 hours talking about me. I don't think anyone, Jilly, should have hate for anybody anyways. I don't hate any of the anti-tyrannical TV members. I don't hate them one bit. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I also do know though, Jilly, that Tyra 2-3 years ago definitely would not have been able to say what I just said. One video in 3 months and a couple community posts? Oh, fuck. I would have had a whole playlist. None of them care about YouTube or want to be creators, okay? They don't care that they look crazy. I cannot behave badly anymore. I have shared all of my mistakes in my past with YouTube. I have actively made big mistakes on YouTube in front of everybody. I am no longer allowed to be the Tyra Nichole that stepped on YouTube October 14th of 2000. We're in April of 2026 and I am a completely different person. And that's just what it is. I care. I do care what supporters think of me. I know only 2%, but like, again, the YouTube gods show me. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Let me catch up with chat. Dying eggs. Oh, I love that for you, Debbie. I love you, sis. I appreciate you girls being here. Thank you. And thank you to the Bushwatchers. Thank you for wanting to hear anything out of my mouth as opposed to continuing for more and more hours to watch people talk so badly about me. 27 of you. Shout out to you. You know, I checked out of life since the year started very early on, okay? I checked out completely for 2 weeks when I got here to my dad's house. I I had gotten back to YouTube, I have all these intentions. April 1st, I want to get out my first like life update video and just continue with all my content ideas going forward. But first, when I come back to YouTube, I know I need to do a life update video. I will not start my year filming without my hair done. I've had my hair stuff since Monday. It is fucking Saturday. Just paying attention more than I ever had in 3 months over like this week's span, it has absolutely positively affected me negatively mentally. Abso-fucking-lutely. And I question, oh my God, who the fuck has sat in 87 hours worth of streams like to hear this shit? It's not fucking healthy. It's not normal. Ooh, babe. And literally just in the last week, there's 10 more videos and or streams. And after this live stream, when they meet weekly, when they weekly every morning for their, anti-tyrannical TV meeting, or when they, go live night after night, talk their shit, there's going to continue to be talk because I did this live stream. I'm so aware of that. I do not want this to continue. I have no desire for any of this to continue. But I am aware that by speaking, I am only giving them more content. But again, I need to speak about the things that I'm going to speak about. I don't have my original channel or even the channel I used before I started filming any Eagle content. I made this channel when I was kicked out of Tracy's daughter's house after days of giving her $400 for rent. So, of course, now Tracy's daughter, grown daughter, has a problem with me because I asked her for a key to the apartment and it became a whole fucking thing. And I don't care about it. And that's just what it is, but whatever. I asked for a key and I get kicked out. Of course, I just gave her the rent. I think that was a whole setup in itself, but we won't get off into that because it doesn't matter. I had just lost my phone at the bus stop and I had just acquired this new cheap ass phone. If you go back to the first videos on this channel, it is when I did go to Logan Square, where the Eagle is, and I made this channel because I assumed that Tracy was going to take the channel. And she did. She did. 9 months later or something, but she did. So I did. I made this channel when I went to Logan Square. Everything about the Eagle is on this channel. But anything before a year and a half ago is gone. Either YouTube took the original channel, the second one got hacked by that weird ass bitch and her daughter, and now all we have is a year and a half of my life, and I've been here almost 6 years. I can't prove shit prior to sleeping at the Eagle a year and a half ago. And they know that. They know that they can play these clips. They can, make it to what they need it to be in that moment. But there's hundreds of videos about Tyra and Nichole on YouTube. Hundreds, bitch. Go watch them all. And if you just put logic and sat back and use critical thinking, you would be able to see, wow, this person's really trying to make Tyra look bad, based on what Tyra shared with fucking YouTube. That second channel, oh, what color? Oh, I'm not telling you publicly. I will absolutely text you. I can't believe I haven't told you. I just don't remember who I tell what to anymore. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm juggling a lot of friends, bitch. And yeah, it's just been a crazy week. But yeah, I will tell you privately. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not looking at chat because I will lose my train of thought, which I'm doing anyway. I think people really, for real, have got to just understand that I cannot be hurt by the things you say anymore. You people can not hurt me. It does not hurt when you tell lies on me anymore because my ego is no longer my problem. Within trying to heal myself and get myself better, I worked on that ego. I worked on it in my real life. I didn't pretend for YouTube or pretend to have YouTube friends, No, I worked on it in my real life. Your lies cannot hurt me. An egomaniac, Tyra in 2023, bitch. Oh, no, you weren't telling lies about me, and I was going to defend each and every motherfucking one of them. My original anti-Tyra Nichole community, the pig, Jessica motherfucking Kent, Tracy. Can't none of you motherfuckers get me off of YouTubes? Couldn't none of them do it. Still here. Sitting right here talking to you right motherfucking now. YouTube will not affect my real life, my feelings, my emotions, my mental state ever the fuck again. And I only had, when this new year started, I only had one friend left in my life who was still about the drama life. Ding, ding, ding. Slothy. And I let her go. She was the only drama that I had in my motherfucking life. I don't do this. I don't do this. I'm still here. I'm still fucking here. I'm going to continue to grow. I'm going to get my shit together and start my fucking new year and rock out with my fucking cock out. And you bitches can talk for 8,700 more minutes, and you're not going to affect me one bit. Period. I decided a year and a half ago that I will only say or post what my kids could look at, and if nothing else, at least understand why I'd say some foul shit. Like, I need to know that either of my children, both grown now, honey, can look at my channel at any time, look at any video I make, look at any community post, any short. And now that my baby is almost 14 years old, I know he is going to be paying attention to my channel. He has always been interested in my channel, in my growth, all the things. I don't say nothing for the last year and a half that my child could go watch and say, what in the fuck is wrong with my mother? I left small drama last year and I'm not part of anything. I'm going to be too busy to see the 2% that I have seen in the last 3 months. I doubt I'll ever have to come to my platform and discuss any of these things again. Because at this point, truly, like, just believe what you want to about me. I'm going to clear up what I want to. Yous are going to get big or mad. Buckle up, buttercup. I'm going to give you plenty of things to react to. I'm going to be making plenty of content. Curly, my new kitty, is still going to be the star of the show. I am still going to steal people's content, and I say that in quotation marks because voiceovers are not stealing people's content. That's not what that is. Millions of people do voiceovers and have their whole fucking TikToks dedicated to voiceovers, and they're famous for it. So I'm not stealing anything. I've grown because that's just what I do. I've also replied to every comment for the last 6 fucking years. Okay. May have missed some. YouTube may have held some. Oh my God, I have not looked at my held for review folder in years. That could be a video in itself. There is treasure in my held for review. I know there is. That is a video. I got to write that down somewhere, honey. Troll me? I'm going to engage. I'm going to. And I'm going to keep saying K. I'm going to keep just putting my laughy faces. But anywhere that anybody wants to engage on my channel, I'm going to engage right back. And I don't read 95% of the fucking comments that even come through. I just simply take my glasses off. I could see the heart. You know what I'm saying? I could see the little outline. I take my glasses off, can't fucking read it, heart it, and fucking laugh at it. So you can continue to engage with me if that's what you should choose to do. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I've been trying to light this cigarette for 5 minutes. Give me one sec, guys. It's really windy, so I have to light this cigarette. No, Jilly. Tracy hacked the second channel and she deleted all the content off of it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm actually so glad you asked that question. Let's talk about how dumb you have to be, right? You're on YouTube stalking your ex-friend who you did bogus as fuck, but you're still at her, still want to be talking about her. You steal a channel with 800 subscribers and God knows how much fucking watch time. You delete all the watch time. You don't do shit with the channel. You don't do shit with the channel. And you just let it drop like 200 subscribers. Last time I checked, it was at like 600 subscribers. It's the same thing as robbing me for my nail business, right? What in the fuck did she do with my nail supplies? Her dumbass didn't sell them because I was all over Facebook Marketplace looking for my shit. Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, I'm just going to fucking tell her, make a fucking Facebook, tell her to meet me and sell me some fucking nail shit and we're going to get my motherfucking shit, right? She didn't sell it. She sure the fuck didn't learn how to do nails. She went to school for something else. She got a career and she's living her best life. Still worrying about Tyra online. You take shit from me and don't even fucking do nothing with it. You dummy. Tracy, you never could fucking really dream and just stick to nothing. Please go live your best life like you claim to be. Your miserable motherfucking ass. If she threw them away, she lost out on so much money. So much money. What I do hope, because if there's a thing, one of her children was really into nails, and I think she was doing acrylic. I hope that she did the right thing after stealing it from me and actually gifted it to her child so her child could learn how to use all these products and possibly have a press-on business of her own one day. That's what I hope. If she threw them away, it's like you threw away $5,000. She could have made so much money off of that shit. Even if she sold it for half off what it was worth, it was not even that used. I had only acquired the original nail collection. You know what I'm saying? I had only acquired it in a year and a half. It was a whole business from packaging all the way to anything you need to do to make a press-on nail. It was everything. The business was ready to go, right? Like everyone remembers that, right? Like I was ready to go as soon as I got to Chicago. And like, here's the thing too, the makeup collection. She, of course, kept my makeup collection. Well, I had Pat McGrath, Jeffree Star. I had it all, honey. Like, did she give it to her little children to just like tear up? Because she could have made lots of money off of it. Again, I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, looking for my shit. I just needed a meetup. I just needed a sale. How are you going to rob someone of their hustle and at least not pick up the fucking hustle? Shit, if I stole $5,000 of someone's whole ass nail business, okay? Whole ass nail business, I'm going to teach myself how to do nails, okay? Because I don't have to invest shit in myself. Oh, hell no. I'm going to learn. I'm going to learn today. I still have not lit this cigarette because I cannot shut the fuck up. Hold on, guys. I definitely want to get into these things. Again, ladies, I appreciate you being here. I'm sorry I'm not looking at the chat very much. I was not going to bring up Tracy at all, but I posted something yesterday and it basically told me exactly who this envy me person is, right? And I posted what I posted, and I knew if I was right, I knew envy me would go the fuck off in the chat of the live stream that they were in, right? That didn't happen. So it confirmed to me who that person is. I want to be very clear about something. That person is a 24-year-old. Okay. That person is Tracy's child. That person doesn't know fuck shit about Tyra. That person was a little ass girl whenever I was around her. Okay. She was not grown until I seen her a year and a half ago. Okay. She was not grown anywhere around me until a year and a half ago. I do not talk to children like they're adults. That little girl don't know nothing about me. Nothing at all. But she seems to know so much. I know you have a little baby at home. I know your mother has put you in the middle of some abuse, straight up fucking abuse. You and I both know it's fucking abuse. And you being in a live stream on a Friday night until midnight, when you have that little girl at home that you bugged up about, right? You would never do anything to her. Doing what your mom is doing is not the way to go. That's not how you want to live your life. You don't have to live in that toxicness. As far as I know, you don't live with them. You don't have to be a part of this. And I pray that your life is beautiful when you're my age. I pray that your life is beautiful. I truly do, because you don't stand a fucking chance, little girl. I know I can't vape cigarettes though. Maybe we should talk about being a grifter, right? Like that's the small thing, but it's like such a big deal. Thank you to the 27 people who are watching and listening to me. I'm cold, guys, so I'm shivering and I can hear it. Hold on. Then the cigarette goes unlit. Ain't that a bitch? It's because I'm talking. Anyway, it's getting chilly out here, guys. Hold on. Yeah, it's getting chilly. I might have to go in the fucking YouTube room. Grifter. I have never done anything different than any other YouTuber that has been in this corner of the YouTube streets. I do what I do because I've seen other people do it for years and years and years. People have a PayPal pool that they set up every live stream and maybe try to hit a $50 goal, a $250 goal. I have, for over a year now, done a monthly PayPal pool, set it for $50, $100. And for the month, as I do live streams, that's when anyone will see said PayPal pool. I don't share it on my community post and be like, guys, can't pay my phone bill. If anyone would like to help me out. I don't know who supposedly sends me money every month. I don't know who is paying my bills. I don't know who gives me, just like these random cash apps for no motherfucking reason other than what I'm uploading videos on YouTube. They just randomly send me all kinds of cash. The same people calling me a grifter was once the grifter of this corner of the YouTube streets. That bitch used to DM people her pizza fucking order. Do you think I have ever in my life texted anybody to say I'm hungry? I know you support me on YouTube. Can you please buy me a pizza? No, that's not how that works. Can I get ABC from you since you watch all my videos? Because you owe me. You totally owe me. I buy my own shit all the time. I pay my own bills all the time. I don't get to ask just because I'm fucking hungry and want tacos and I don't want fucking chili out of a can. Never, never. No one has any receipts of me going in their DMs, right? And being like, man, I'm fucking hungry, dude. I wish I had fucking help. Or I got this problem. Oh, I need to fix my phone screen. I'm trying to think of, I'm not going to say the person's name, but I'm trying to think of things she told me that she said to this older man, and he just always sent her fucking money. No, nobody has that. Nobody anywhere has where I'm asking them for anything. Never. Have I borrowed money from my friends here and there? Yes, absolutely. If I need $50 for groceries until I get paid again, because unfortunately I only get paid once a month, not every 2 weeks, but once a month. If I need $50 for groceries, I absolutely might reach out to a friend. You know what I'm saying? Of course that has happened, especially in the last year and a half. I don't think I ever borrowed money from my friends up until I got to Chicago, because that is what really fucking killed me financially, right? Hold on, please. And you know what? That's the thing too, Jelly. It does take a big cut, right? But when I support creators on YouTube, I'll tell you right now, I have started to only do super chats because, yeah, YouTube's going to take that cut, but I'm doing it to show my support. But I'm also doing it to encourage their audience to maybe send super chats and or PayPals as well. Right? You know what I'm saying? So I don't PayPal people. I don't do that. I never have. But I do super chat people, but I feel like as a creator, I'm doing that to help like encourage their audience if they wanted to financially support, you know? But no, that is a big reason that people do that. And also, if I'm hungry today, your super chat is not going to help me. If that is what I came on here for, was I'm hungry, my phone screen broke, I got to get it fixed. My fucking tire on my car is flat. I need a new tire, right? Like if that's what I was coming to YouTube saying, it would be, you know, that much easier to get PayPal's, Cash Apps, because it's like, yeah, that ain't going to get me my tire. That ain't going to get me my phone screen. But that is why people do that. Because also people who support know that Google takes so much and they don't want Google taking half of their money just to financially support me with $5. A lot of reasons to do it. That was a good point, Julie. But yeah, I definitely few years ago now, I guess at this point, I definitely asked for help for a $250 phone. I did do that when I was in Alabama. Sure did. I did a $250 PayPal pool and collected the money in about 2 hours. Did do that. Yep. And I was homeless, living in a park, shelters, mean men, crazy men that want to record you. Oh my God, I can't believe I lived the life I lived. Miss Piggy. Oh, Miss Piggy. Like, she was the least of my worries, really, but God, that lady was such a pig. You know, anyways, I did, in fact, get help to get into an apartment. If anybody wants to say I'm a piece of shit because I moved out of that apartment and moved in with my older son 8 months later, I don't care what you think. Because if your child needed you, you would have moved out of your home as well. We all know that. Well, if you were a good mom, of course, that would only apply to the good moms. I am so grateful. I hope. No, I will not. Fuck hope. I will not ever ask YouTube for help again in like needing a lump sum for something. I will figure it out on my motherfucking own. I will never fucking ask for help from YouTube ever the fuck again, dude. A job. From the age of 16, I was in corporate America until I was a little over 30. Made really good money. Was a single mom my whole life. When I got pregnant with my second child, my first son was 11. I did not have my aunt down the street, literally down the street, to be my babysitter before I could go to work. I've never had to take my my first child to a babysitter ever, except for my fucking aunt. You know what I'm saying? I paid her every week to babysit. She ran a daycare in her house. And I freaked the fuck out. You know, I'm like, I have got to figure some shit out. I started blogging. And as I was blogging, I was learning about ads. I was learning about Google, learning about, you know, a lot of things. I'm not going to give too many specifics because that's just not what I'm here to do. And my blog, I did very well financially. And along the way, I picked up skills in a lot of different areas. And yeah, I have been without a 9 to 5 job since I am 31 years old. I'm now 45. You guys can like try to figure the math out, but like I've paid rent in many of apartments, paid all the bills in many of apartments, was a single mom in many of the apartments, lived in Florida by myself for years in my apartment, all them things. But you want to constantly say that I need a job. Why do I need a job? Why? When I am self sufficient. Nobody has taken care of me financially since I'm 14 years old. And that does not include, of course, men that I've been in relationships with and living with, right? And they pay the bills too. Obviously, that doesn't count. But otherwise, nobody financially supports Tyra. In any place I have ever laid my head, including my best friend's house, I pay my way. I pay rent anywhere I go. I pay my way anywhere I go. I feed my motherfucking self anywhere I go. I buy my own cigarettes. I buy my own Coca-Cola. I do for me. I do for me. So, Piggy Shells, when you come tell me to get a job, bitch, you can't even pay off your high school fucking diploma to go get a job. Couldn't wait to get the fucking diploma. Now what? Now what? You can't do shit. Piggy Shells wants to tell me to get a job, but the motherfucker worked retail. Girl, I was more grown at 18 than you are right now at 35. Get a job. My goodness. So, a big one that we're going to talk about is me being a binge cocaine addict. I'm really sorry. I'm not looking at chat, guys. I'm on a roll. I'm so sorry. If recovery and or addiction was my journey, I would have been talked about it. If cocaine was ever a problem for me, I would have been talked about it. I mention my I guess steady use of powder cocaine over a 2-month period in the hell house, right? Like, because I needed to stay up. I mention it, like casually mention it. And now I'm a whole full blown motherfucking cocaine addict. And it's confirmed because when she was with Mindy and Jason, she hit the meth pipe once and she hit the crack rock once. So that's proof right there. Well, I had mentioned it in a previous video somewhere or something, I believe. And I'm just like, addiction? Like, why are you putting that on me? Cindy, you and Bliss, right, decided to explain binge using. Okay, before I go there, because I have to think about if I'm going to go there. I have been around powder cocaine since I'm 14 years old, consistently, right? Like in my everyday life. There are many of years throughout my lifetime in which I sold powder cocaine. I never even tried cocaine until I was 35 years old. Okay, never even tried it. No matter how many years I was around it, no matter how many motherfuckers were tooting around me, I didn't try it. I never tried acid, mushrooms, none of that bullshit. None of that bullshit. I never tried it all this time. And from the ages of 35 to, I don't know, 38, 39, getting into the house of hell. Maybe I did a few bumps 4 times a year. Okay. I don't know if that's a binge addiction, but, I am going to say this. Cindy, please don't ever in your motherfucking lifetime compare me to your dope fiend husband. Bliss, you don't get to decide what kind of addict I am. You don't get to continue talking about me being a cocaine addict and just saying different shit each time to try to make it stick. Cindy's husband has been a dope fiend for fucking 30 years. Cindy's husband has been a dope fiend since she got to fucking YouTube 6 years ago. Okay? He's not a binge user. He's not a binge addict. That's not what that's called. I have to explain addiction. I have worked the program of AA. I have gone to hundreds probably of NA meetings on top of AA meetings. I know recovery. I understand addiction. But let me make something really motherfucking clear to you hoes. Okay? With your stinking ass feet and you over there sending fucking booty shots, back shots at fucking 50 years old. Fuck out of here. Calling me like I'm anything like your fucking dope fiend husband. I happen to have a dope fiend baby daddy who I had my first child with in 2000. I have made it my life's mission to not partake in drugs and make it a habit and like it and continue to do it because now I have 2 children who have a dope fiend for a dad. I would never allow myself to be an addict on my worst day. As much as, oh God, as much as I deal with suicidal ideation, 60 to 80% of my life, I don't want to be here. I have never turned to any drug to numb anything inside of me. I smoke trees for my anxiety. I ain't never used drugs to numb no pain. I ain't never used drugs to get out of my responsibilities and just be a fucking dope fiend roaming the streets trying to figure out when they're going to get their next fix. And please forgive me if I'm being a bitch to anybody who is in recovery and or an addict, because it takes nothing from you but everything from 2 addicts trying to explain my addiction. That doesn't exist. And comparing me to somebody who would sell your kids fucking sneakers for the shit. Man, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. And then, got a recent post, of course. Stealing pills from your dad. I actually told my dad that she said that in her post, right? And he's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you even talking about? And I'm like, dude, trust me. I don't know what the fuck's even happening. Like, I don't get it any more than you do. The last thing that I would ever be addicted to, partake in, and steadily consume would be my dad's pills, being that they're opiates. My only job in this world was to raise my children without becoming a fucking dope fiend too, just like my baby daddy. And I succeeded. I did that. The last thing I'm going to do is number one, steal from my father. Number two, take his medication that he needs in order to function and get off the couch, or be 45 years old and become addicted to pills. And then what, like run out to the streets so I could start buying like bags of fentanyl? Fuck you. Fuck you. And I apologized, but it is the truth when I say it is embarrassing to me that people are calling me an addict. And it's not because I'm better than anybody. It's because I have my own fucking demons. I got enough of them demons. I got my own shit. I've talked about all my shit. And now my Coca-Cola funds were really just a disguise for my cocaine fund. You guys, this is not okay. This is not okay. Cat abuser. We're not doing that one either. Oh, man. So there have been 3 cats in my life throughout my 6 years here on YouTube, okay? One of them I will not talk about, and that's just all there is to it. And the other 2, I will talk about a couple things. We'll start with, I was in a homeless shelter, and I was kicked out, okay? And a girl who, I don't know, was she kicked out or was she just leaving? I don't know. Anyway, she wanted to get a $900 hotel room. We would go half on it, and we'll just see how it would go. And we could just hopefully live together and live there, right? I believe, I could be a liar face, but I believe that I went to my sister's house for the weekend, to be with my son and the fam bam, of course. And I ended up having to go to the hotel like a couple days after she had already like moved in there. When I moved in there, okay, she had acquired like a 2-week old kitten. Okay, 2 weeks old. Cried all day long. That's all it did was cry. I don't know what she was feeding him. I don't know where it was going potty. It just stayed in the closet of this hotel room. And I am just like, oh my God, like I gotta do something, all the things, right? We only lived together for like 3 days. Like by the time I get there, she's only in that fucking hotel room 3 days before she gets locked up. Her sister came and got her shit for her a couple weeks later and everything. Like she got locked up. And I am stuck with this kitten. I'm not going to put it back outside where she found it. There's no mom around. Get on Google. How the fuck do you feed a cat? Like this baby's fucking hungry, I'm sure. Like what is she doing? Okay, whatever. I get cat formula. I buy a couple different babas, right? They were too big. I got this cat formula. I have this face serum that has, a dropper thing. And I'm just going to do whatever I need to do to feed this baby, keep him alive, and I will find somebody to take this cat before I leave this hotel room. Okay. I fed the baby consistently every 2 to 3 hours, listened to it cry all day, all night for 5 days. And I remember on that 5th day, I said, man, I think we might be in the fucking clear. Like, you got this baby eating some fucking milk, I woke up in the morning and the cat had passed away. To say that I K'd that cat is so mean because I've talked about it. You know, how I just wanted to save it because there was no mom anywhere around that hotel looking for no baby to feed that baby. And yay, Walmart has cat formula. Let's fucking get it. Like, dude, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I got a studio apartment when I first got to Florida. I would say after a year, I got my first apartment in Florida, about 45 minutes from the fam. I'd go there every weekend. And I wanted cats. I've had cats my whole life. I've always had cats. And I bought a brother and sister. They both kind of chose me at the shelter. The boy, even though they were the same litter, same age, the boy was just big. He was way bigger. In this apartment, my screen was not properly like on the window. And if you don't open that window, there is no air coming into that box. That can't be a thing for me. So I cracked it one night. Okay. And because my boy cat always, since I brought him home, wanted to be outside, his big ass head was getting that glass window up, and the girl cat did escape. He tried to wake me up in the middle of the night. I don't know what the fuck is happening. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a cat try to wake me up. Like, to me, that's like a very dog thing to do. But when I think of my boy cat, he was like a dog. He was like a human. And he did. He let, the kitten out of that window. And I got up in the morning, searched the whole premises, and the kitten was nowhere. I know somebody in one of the 50 apartments seen her and said, "Oh my God, I want a fucking kitten. I'm taking her." Otherwise, I would have found her hurt somewhere. She was too little. Also, this same cat. Hold on. That, Jilly, I just read your comments. I'm sorry. I'm just totally fucking tuned out. I really am. Yeah, I'm not judging anybody, but we're not gonna judge me for being an addict when I'm totally fucking not one. And you have addicts in your fucking life. You yourself are an addict. Like, we're not doing that to me. We're not. We're not doing that. And I am sorry if I offended anyone. I truly, truly am, because I don't think I'm better than anybody for not being one. I just think I have my own fucking problems and enough of them that nobody is going to, try to convince people in 18 different ways why I'm a fucking addict. No, stop that. I have 2 baby kittens. I bet you they were 4 weeks old, real little. And I have always been somebody who burns candles. I grew out of that probably 10 years ago and just became someone who has to have the candle warmers, you know, that make that way your house smells good. So I had a warmer and it was up on my kitchen counter. I had no idea that the cats were even big enough to get up on this kitchen counter, let alone to think about either of these kittens ever getting hurt with this wax, right? I wake up in the morning and the little girl cat, the one who did end up getting out of the window, she had wax on her fur like on her chest, right? Like under her neck. And thank goodness, I was very grateful. And I said this when I talked about it. The wax was not on her skin. No, I think she walked on that counter, brushed up against that warmer, and the fur that did hang just soaked in the wax, you know? The purpose of actually coming to YouTube with that was because how do I get this wax out of her fur? Because the only way that I know how to soak up this wax is with a blow dryer. And you can't do that to a kitten. If you spill wax on your carpet, if you get a blow dryer up to your carpet, it's going to become liquid again and you're going to be able to soak it up. So I'm like, how in the whole fuck do I get this wax off this kitten? I only know of one way to get it off and it ain't going to work. And I remember Shyla, I believe is her name. She was a hair girl. She was a hairstylist and she told me to shave it. And I'm like, oh my God, that's perfect because, of course, the wax is not on the baby's skin and I can just like clip it and then she don't have this like hunk of wax on her fucking body. Like that looked uncomfortable, you know? I have never hurt an animal in my whole entire life. I would never hurt an animal in my whole entire life. And like, thank God I'm not a big deal. Thank God I am a fucking nobody because, like, dude, PETA would be at my fucking door with the way these motherfuckers are talking about me being an animal abuser. Like, I wouldn't be able to repeat it. You know, there was a shady account. He was a robot cat. And he did a really good job at spinning my words and just making it like I didn't care about these cats and I just let them loose. And even when my boy cat was neutered, I had people saying you could see his balls and he's going to get the girl pregnant. They were both fucking fixed. The shelter fixes them, dude. Like, it was a really big deal when I had told YouTube, like, how do I get this wax off this baby's fur? You know, it looks uncomfortable. That's all I care about is it looked uncomfortable once I realized it hadn't burned her skin, you know? And yeah, he did a real good job at it. And, you know, like regurgitating it and bringing it back up. Like, if you bitches could just dedicate one stream, one night to anything I have said in the last year and a half that makes me a bad person, I might actually fucking tune in. If I knew that they had criticisms for, you know, shit that I've said so terrible in the last year and a half, I might actually listen to that. No, you want to keep regurgitating and just acting like all the things. Ice would work. Get out of here. Why do I feel like somebody may have told me that? But I don't remember if I tried it. Like, why wouldn't I have tried it? Why do I feel like I have heard that? Okay. I don't remember shit. I really don't. The last thing that I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to be done here. Either of my children. There is no reason for any motherfucker in these YouTube streets to ever refer to either of my children. You can go on for fucking years. You could put 50 negative words in front of the word mom and call me that till you're blue in the face. You can call me fucking shitty mom of the century. Mom. If you put my children in your mouth and I see it, I am telling everybody, replay gang, all 24 of you listening right now, I'm telling everyone who's fucking listening to me over at fucking Cat Lady and Slothy's fucking stream, I am coming for you about your children. You could say anything you want about me being a mom. You could say anything you want about me. I don't care what you say about me. It's all been said about me, bitch. If one more person from this day forward refers to either of my children in a fucking sentence that is written in a motherfucking comment section, in a chat, on a community post, in a video, on a live stream, we're going to talk about your kids too. And I promise you, based on the way that I feel about all of you people, okay, all of you, you're all the same. Based on how I feel about yous, even if you ain't got kids, bitch, I'm gonna hurt your motherfucking heart and you will cry. You will cry after having mentioned one of my children, or either and or both. I don't give a fuck if you have kids. I'm coming for your motherfucking throat. And that's all there is to it. I do not refer to people's children. I do not talk about people's children. I don't say the fucking word your children in a long time. And nobody on YouTube will refer to my child's and or children ever the fuck again, or I'm going to make you cry. There will be no holds barred. There will be no rules. There will be no boundaries. There may not even be integrity and morals involved if I see my children referred to ever the fuck again. And that's all I gotta say. And I'm getting the fuck out of here. Thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate you.